Thanks, Krista. They get the 1 to go sign here at the start-finish line, which is past the end of pit road, not in the middle of the tri-oval as it is at Daytona. If we were at Daytona right now, that line would be way up the racetrack, and a lot of races have changed hands here in those last 1,000 feet or so, as Darrell Waltrip explained to us in his drive and ride.
Look where the start-finish line is. Normally, I would be at the line now, but look where they put it. Just to make it fun, just to make it interesting. There it is, right there. That makes this racetrack, the race normally is over by the time you come off turn 4 in most places. Here, it's just starting.
Little Birdie told me you were clocked at 190 in that car the other day.
How about 2-something
I wasn't going to say that.
Anyway, that car was fast, but that line is the X factor, because I can't tell you how many races I've seen won and lost from that middle of that tri-oval down to this line.
And I think you have been part of that equation a time or two.
Ron Bouchard beat me and Terry Labonte here in 1981 or 2, whatever it was.
81.
Slid by us and beat us to the line down here. Just last year we saw Bobby Labonte squeeze Tony Stewart out at the line to win the Saturday race. So that line creates a lot of havoc.
Michael Waltrip left Dale Earnhardt Incorporated to form his own race team, which quickly grew like Topsy from 1 to 2 to 3 cars. Had a little bit of controversy, came back, and now he's in a position maybe to win this.
You see that hand out there? I think what you'll see Michael do is he will signal Jimmy Johnson when he gets ready to go. I think he'll tell Jimmy, I think he'll put that hand over there and possibly let Jimmy know when he's getting ready to go.
Looking at the top 13 cars, they're single file, but no driver in the top dozen has the same make of car behind him. So you're going to make your friends where you find them right now for these last 5 laps.
Well, I told you when this race started, I'll take my brother at Daytona and Talladega time.
5 to go. Here we go. Green flag.
Look at him. Michael was all over. He wasn't looking at anything. He wasn't looking down toward turn 1. He's looking back behind him. Look at him right now. Look at those eyes.
Boy, Kyle Busch, that 18, got a great restart, though. He has been locked to the rear bumper of his former teammate, Jimmy Johnson, in that 48.
4-car breakaway. Waltrip, Johnson, along with Busch and Montoya. Now the pack beginning to catch them up.
Well, what they got to worry about, these guys leading right, they got to worry about them getting up on the outside here. There comes Jeff Gordon. We've seen what 2 cars on the outside can do. They can haul mail.
And there goes Jimmy Johnson to the bottom. Got Kyle Busch and Jeff Gordon pushing him.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson just moved Michael out of the way. Oh, can't do that. Well, you can.
I think they may deem that he was forced down there, Darrell.
Well, he certainly was. I'd go along with that, but that was really, really marginal.
New leader, Kyle Busch, 4 laps to go.
Jimmy Johnson and the Michael Waltrip, they're hooked on the high side there with no help.
Yeah, they're going backwards fast.
Johnson drops in line, 10th. Who will be the next to come to the outside and challenge?
Well, that's the thing. Here's Jimmy Johnson. We know he's plenty fast enough, and I don't know who that is that just pulled out over there.
Brian Vickers in the 83 car, but with no help.
That's an uh-oh right there. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Backing up just a little.
Goodbye, Brian.
15 Talladega races. 4 of the last 5 have been won by a last lap pass. Will it happen again?
I think it's shaping up for that. We'll be coming 3 laps to go. Kyle Busch in the 18, he'll be hooked to the bottom of the racetrack.
There's just not anybody there that can jump to the outside with help. Jimmy Johnson is back here, but he's too far back.
There is a lineup, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Newman, Montoya, Stremme, all in Dodges. Will they go together?
I think they're going to have to time it, Darrell. You'll have to time it at the right time.
Well, these guys up here on the outside coming off turn 2, we've seen them absolutely get a sudden burst of speed, but they're not grouping up right. They're losing.
Maybe it's too soon.
I can't help but think Jeff Gordon all week long said, I don't want to be leading this race at the end. When we come to the white flag, I want to be running 2nd. That's where he's running now, and we'll be coming to 2 to go.
I got to believe if Kyle Busch was my teammate last year, I would want to try to beat him this year, since he isn't.
2 laps to go. And Gordon stays right there, pinned to the back bumper of Kyle Busch.
Oh, it's going to get, this is just setting up right now. It's going to get wild going down the back into turn 3. Here we go.
Boyer looks high. Hamlin just moved Boyer out of the way.
Well, Boyer was going to go the outside. He hoped Hamlin would go with him, and he didn't. That's the problem you have.
There goes Montoya in the 42 car, and his teammate Strimmy's going to go with him. Kyle Busch puts the block on Gordon.
Montoya to the bottom.
You want the bottom. Bottom is moving.
Gordon has Strimmy. Is it enough help to get to the front?
I tell you, there's anybody's game right now. It's still anybody's race.
And look at the top side. Jeff Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Jimmy Johnson, they're fighting back.
Gordon lost a bit of momentum and lost his help. Here they come to the line. White flag. 1 lap to go. Kyle and trouble. A spin in the tri-oval. Michael McDowell has spun. The white flag is out.
No caution. No caution.
If he can get out of the racetrack, we shouldn't have a caution.
Kyle Busch
still leading.
Oh,
trouble. A big one.
Much worse.
Turn 2.
48.
Keep rolling.
We still are not caution. Caution is out.
They got cars out. We got to stop.
That's ours.
That's it. You can't. The race is over.
Because we took the white flag.
We're in the white flag lap. The race is over. What a wreck.
Kevin Harvick in the 29 car.
Well, I don't really believe in betting a whole lot, but I would have bet you we'd end like this.
That's Regan Smith. And Kyle Busch.
Oh, man, I don't believe it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Eminem. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, you are my man.
Checkered flag.
Talladega.
Kyle Busch. Rowdy Busch wins at Talladega. Steve Burns.
And Mike Joe Gibbs congratulating his race team. Great comeback win. Joe, you guys got a lap down. Describe what this feels like.
I tell you, this is a great feeling. I'm so happy for Eminem and Mars, Kyle. Then he got back up there. I felt bad for Tony today, Home Depot. Got a tire down, got ourselves back there, stuck in doing the wreck. It was a great day for our race team. FedEx, the 11 car. But it was great for Kyle. He's been red hot. He's super competitive. Today he had to come all the way from the back, and Lord bless us with a great day. We got a bunch of great guys and got a great sponsors. We're really proud of them.
Congratulations, Joe.
And a great Toyota.
Back Mike Joy.
Thanks, Steve. Michael McDowell spun in the tri-oval. That, however, did not bring out a caution. He was pretty much trailing the field. A little contact with his teammate David Rudeman and Greg Biffle, and around goes McDowell.
Yeah, that wasn't a problem because he was able to get out of the way, or at least we were thinking he was going to. But this down here is where the problem comes. Oh, looked like it.
McMurray moved up, but did he have help?
I think Junior may have. I don't know if Junior got in the back of McMurray and shot him up the hill or not. And then 40 car.
And then everybody.
And poor Strimmy had a great run all day. Well, all these guys did really, but.
Nemechek, the pole sitter.
Jimmy Johnson was involved, the 48 car.
Harvick, Casey Kane, Elliott Sadler. A wild finish to another race at Talladega. And the wild thing, Kyle Busch came from a lap down to go to victory lane next. Kyle Busch has 7 victories in 2008, 3 in the Nationwide Series, 2 now in Sprint Cup, and 2 in the Craftsman Truck Series. It's his 6th career victory in this series and the 2nd win here for car owner Joe Gibbs. Dick Berggren down there in Gatorade Victory Lane.
Yeah, indeed, it's his 2nd Sprint Cup win of the year. Traditional wisdom is you don't want to be leading here at the very tail end of the race. You did it. How'd you win?
First Jeff Gordon and then Juan Montoya. Those guys behind me were pretty awesome and helping push us, and we just, man, we just kept blocking them like we needed to in order to stay up front there and keep ahead of them. And this M&M's Toyota, man, this thing was strong. It wasn't as strong as we would have liked. I don't think it was as good as the 20 was today, but you know, this Toyota had enough horsepower in it to power us to the win. And, you know, can't say enough about these guys with Joe Gibbs Racing, all these M&M's boys. And, you know, we really want to thank all these fans here in Talladega as well for being here and supporting NASCAR racing. And, you know, glad we were able to bring one home today.
Traditional wisdom is that this has not been your best racetrack. Lots of crashes preceding today. How meaningful is it for you to finally win here at Talladega?
I bet you my grandma's back at home on the couch just pulling her hair out. But we're good at Grandma. We're in victory lane today. So Mom's here. She just walked around, and I'm sure my dad's jumping for joy as well, too. It's been so long, and I don't think I've ever finished one here without wrecking, so or without being tore up at least. So today definitely means a whole bunch. And you know, to be able to have our teammates there working with us in the beginning, and then, like I said, there at the end with Juan Montoya and Jeff Gordon, owe a lot to those guys.
Congratulations to you. Chris DeVota.
Our second place finisher, Juan Pablo Montoya, just talking with his new crew chief, Jimmy Elledge. And it wasn't that long ago that you made your stock car debut here at this track. You almost won a race here. That was incredible.
Yeah, we're getting closer. You know, the team is doing such a good job. You know, Juicy Fruit Dodge has been amazing. And just everybody else, you know, we had a new crew chief this race, and it's first race with him, and we got a good result, so it's nice to see that.
And Juan Montoya, you just moved into the top 12 in points with that finish.
Well, you know, great, but it's such a long way. You know, we just got to keep finishing races and take advantage of races like this when we run well.
Montoya second at Talladega. Matt?
Definitely the e-ticket ride for a number of fans watching today and also for the drivers. How would you sum up this day to all your buddies at home watching?
I mean, if the fans didn't like that, you just don't like racing. That was amazing. First of all, to get the business out of the way, 35 years for all FedEx employees this weekend. So celebrating for them, you know, congratulations to all of them. And, you know, our team was just on it. Joe Gibbs Racing, the 20, the 18, the 11 was flying all day long. It seems like anybody I got in behind, I could just shove them right to the front with relatively ease. So,
any crazy moments?
Yeah, the whole race is crazy. I mean, other than a little bit of single file racing there, but I think everyone just got antsy. We knew it was a fun racing, so we decided to go out there and give the fans a show. And you know, it's just ecstatic for the way our car ran. We didn't get the win, even though we felt like we had the best car. But a win for Joe Gibbs Racing and the engine room. I cannot say enough for Mark Conquest. I mean, I've never had some power like I had today.
And it certainly showed. First and third for JGR. Steve?
Well, Matt, with David Reagan, great finish, David. You're in and out of the top 5, but basically up in there all day in a top 5 finish.
It was a lot of fun. Everyone would probably have liked to race back to the checkered except the 18. I was really looking forward to see what we could get worked out going down the back straightaway. Our AAA Ford was really good all day. Got to get it to Jimmy Finning and all of our AAA pit crew. Got me in and out of the pits pretty good, and really made my job a lot easier being up toward the front all day.
Nice job. See you in Richmond.
All right, thank you.
Typical of Talladega, the race changed in an instant. Here's our Sprint Mobile monster moment. With NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile, follow the race instantly. One more look at it. It's on the left. It all came undone right there. Nobody likes to see the big one at Talladega. I wouldn't call it inevitable, but it's pretty close. None of the top 25 finishers in this race had a teammate right behind them.
I tell you, though, this was Talladega never disappoints you. Yeah. And this race was one of I love this race. It was fun to watch this new car, how these guys operated with this new car, and how resilient this car is, and how great a show it put on today. We saw a great race today. I hate what happened at the end there, but that's just that's part of Talladega.
And I think that was a concern, because if we go back to the first time we raced this car here in October, a lot of single file follow the leader. It didn't let us down today. 51 lead changes among 20 drivers, and that was at the start-finish line. We talked to David Reagan. Let's give a shout-out to Brian Vickers, who finished 5th. How about Travis Quapple, that finished 6th, and Casey Mears, that finished 7th? Guys that we didn't get to talk a lot about today.
And all but unnoticed. On the last restart, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was 28th. He finished 10th.
He had a fast car.
Yes, he did.
That pass for the lead that put Kyle Busch out front. Remember, he came from a lap down after missing his pit. He didn't miss his pit stall. He couldn't make the left turn. There was a car inside him. He couldn't get to his pit. And here he came behind Jimmy Johnson, ahead of Jeff Gordon. Little muscle down to the inside. And off he goes to victory lane.
And remember, with less than 10 to go, he was wrecked over in turn 3. Just didn't hit nothing.
It all changes in an instant at Talladega.